There is something I need to say to you. Not to scholars, not to politicians, not to religious leaders, academics, or the powerful of this world. To you, the person watching this right now, wherever you are, whatever language you speak, whatever God you pray to, or do not pray to, whatever system has shaped your life, your thinking, and your deepest understanding of who you are. This message is for you, because I believe, with everything I have, that you have felt it. That feeling, deep in your heart, that something in this world is wrong. That the systems we inherited, the religions, the governments, the institutions of power, are no longer serving us as they should. That the promises they made, of peace, of justice, of meaning, of security, have gone, too often, unfulfilled. And that somewhere, in the quiet of your most honest moments, you have wondered, is there something better? Must it always be this way? If you have ever felt that way, this book was written for you.
Sincere, thoughtful. This book did not begin with a theory. It did not begin in a university, a laboratory, or a political office. It began with a question. The same question that every human being has asked at some point in their life. Why are we still struggling? Not just individually, not just personally, but collectively, as a species, as a civilization, as human beings who, despite possessing more knowledge, more technology, and more connection to one another than at any previous point in our history, still find ourselves divided, distracted, and deeply uncertain about our future. We have mapped the human genome. We have sent rovers to Mars. We have built machines that can compose music, write poetry, and diagnose cancer with greater accuracy than trained physicians. We have connected billions of human minds through networks that span the entire globe. And yet, wars are still fought over land, religion, and ideology. Billions of people still go to bed hungry tonight. Children are still born into poverty with no realistic path to opportunity. Mental illness is sweeping across the world in epidemic proportions. Political systems are paralyzed by corruption and self-interest. Religious institutions are fracturing under the weight of their own contradictions. And young people everywhere, the generation that will inherit this world, are losing faith in every institution that was supposed to guide and protect them.
Why? The answer is not that human beings are fundamentally broken. It is not that we lack intelligence, compassion, or the desire to do better. The answer is that the systems we are using, the systems built on the foundations of religion and politics, were designed for a world that no longer exists. Think about the pace of change in the world today. In the last 50 years alone, human civilization has been transformed more radically and more rapidly than in any previous period in recorded history. The internet, the smartphone, social media, artificial intelligence, biotechnology, climate change. And yet the systems we are using to answer the questions these forces raise were built in a world that knew none of these things. That world is gone. This is not an attack on religion. This is not a dismissal of the genuine wisdom, the genuine beauty, the genuine comfort that religious traditions have provided to billions of human beings throughout history. And this is not an attack on politics. But here is the honest truth, the truth that this book has the courage to say directly. The problem is not the people within these systems. The problem is the systems themselves. They were built to serve power, not people. They were built to resist change, not embrace it. And they are evolving far too slowly to meet the demands of the world we now inhabit.
Urgent, serious, but there is something else. Something happening right now. In your life, in my life, in the lives of billions of human beings. That is perhaps even more dangerous. Distraction. Human beings have always been susceptible to distraction, but something unprecedented has happened in our time. Distraction has become an industry. Some of the most brilliant minds of our generation, engineers, psychologists, data scientists, designers, have devoted their careers to the science of capturing and holding human attention. Every notification on your phone, every scroll through your social media feed, every outrage-inducing headline, every perfectly timed recommendation, these are not accidents. They are the products of sophisticated systems designed with one primary goal: to keep your attention engaged, your emotions activated, and your thinking fragmented. When we are constantly distracted, we cannot think clearly. When we cannot think clearly, we cannot make wise decisions. When we cannot make wise decisions, we cannot build the kind of world we say we want to live in. Distraction is not merely a personal inconvenience. It is a civilizational crisis. This book names that crisis, and it proposes a way beyond it.
Not a new religion, not a political party or ideology, not a government or a corporation. The humanity system is something that human civilization has never had before. A framework built from the ground up with one single, unwavering purpose: to serve every human being on Earth as fully, as honestly, and as effectively as possible. Not the powerful, not the faithful, not the citizens of the most fortunate nations. Every human being, without exception, without compromise. A system built on universal laws that apply equally to every person on this earth. A system committed to continuous renewal, reviewing itself every year, honestly acknowledging its failures, and changing when change is needed. A system dedicated to the full development of every human being's unique potential. This is the humanity system, and it was built specifically for you. There is a question this book wants to leave with you. What if the world could be genuinely better? What if every human being, including you, truly mattered? What if the systems that govern our lives could be built, honestly, from the ground up, to serve every one of us? This book believes all of that is possible, not as a dream, not as a distant utopia, but as a direction, a commitment, a genuinely achievable destination. You matter. Your life matters. Your longing for something genuinely better matters. And together, across every line of difference that has ever divided us, we can build a world that proves it. The first step is this book. The next step is yours.